I know what you want me to say, doctor, but you're not going to pry some confession out of me. You want me to say that I despised her, that I resented her, but you're wrong. To tell you the truth, I was the prettier one of the two. Well, hello, just look at me. Anyway, he told me that I was the prettier one of the two. But in spite of everything, I love hair. Celebrated Mexican artist Frida Kahlo once said, "I paint my own reality." Known for her honest and accurate self-portraits, Frida's complicated life was evident in her art. But what most people don't know is that her sister, Christina Kahlo, faced greater struggles of her own. Previously shadowed by her sister's fame and success, Christina now has the spotlight to express her difficult sisterhood. Frida, by Barbara Mujica. I always looked up to her. She was the smarter one, the more talented one, but she wasn't beautiful. How could she be a lame girl with a mustache and one leg shorter than the other with a peg leg? He always said that I was gorgeous. I was his favorite model. Not Frida, but me. And yes, I did love him. What I loved the most about him was that he treated me like a real person. Of course, he was completely self-absorbed. Frida was self-absorbed too. That's why they fought, got on each other's nerves. But if you want to know a little secret, I think they both needed me. And I'll tell you why. Because I didn't make the amends. I learned from a very young age that I would never be the star. But Frida was a star. She was an incredible girl. And that's why when people say now that I destroyed her, it is so unfair. I loved her so much. Really. I did. But you see, most of the time, Frida was suffering because of the pain in her leg. She discovered only one thing that would bring her relief. Painting. Mostly she painted her favorite subject, herself. There was nobody in this world who loved Frida as much Frida loved herself. Not even her husband, Diego Rivera. And once I met Diego, I never felt like just the other sister. I was me, Christina, not as brilliant as Frida, but still a young woman with ideas and opinions and feelings. Because you see, I was always the other sister, the other Kahlo sister, the dumb one, the one who never did anything. Until, of course, Frida found out what I did. Frida knew that most of the time Diego slept with his models, but her own sister? But I didn't care. I loved posing for Diego. It made me feel special. He talked to me. He painted me. I was the favorite model of the great Diego Rivera. And what do you think? Do you think I was being selfish? Of course I was. All I wanted to do was show Frida that I was somebody. And eventually, after Diego and Frida's divorce, she told me that she had put it all behind her. Well, I don't know about that, but all I can tell you is that despite the terrible things I did to her, I loved her. Write it down. Christina Kahlo loved her sister Frida. Because you see, I had to love her. Frida was all alone except for me. Christina, her sister, her sidekick, her slave. anymore, doctor. Please let me go, doctor. I can't talk about this anymore, doctor. Please, I can't talk about it. Please, doctor. Please. Fine. I'll finish my story, but then please let me go. I admit it. I was horrible, cruel, but sometimes Frida was so annoying, so self-centered, I just wanted to kill her. No, I didn't mean that. Frida needed me. I had to be her slave till the very end. The end was July 13th, 1954. They sent her to hospital English. The pain in her leg was so much that eventually she couldn't walk. And so they cut it off. I cried. Frida painted. But since I couldn't paint, all I could do was cry and listen. And who else would listen to Frida except for her loving sister? And then one day there came a doctor who really wanted to hear Frida talk. And so Frida became a new kind of star. The first woman in Mexico to be psychoanalyzed. And now I am being psychoanalyzed too, right, doctor? That's why you're here? To dig into my mind, to find out why I did what I did. Why? I killed her. I did it because I love her. And I still love her. Christy, I am in so much pain, Christy. It's too much of a burden for you. And I don't mind taking care of you, Frida. Christy, I love you, Christy. But it's time for me to go. There's a bottle of pills under my pillow. Christy, please. Frida? 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 And you see, doctor, at that moment, Frida smiled one last time. And that is my